Hello my lovelies, come with me on a tour of my own island of Lemon Drop. I started Lemon Drop after quite a long time stuck in a burnout. I had no ambition to play and I had no inspiration really to even build anything. I started Lemon Drop as a way to just relax, escape my everyday work life and build things and just be a bit creative. I didn't put pressure on myself for this island to be perfect, and in comparison to a lot of the islands out there, it is far from perfect. But I had so much fun building it up, and I have really fallen back in love with a game that means so much to me. I'm personally very proud of how this island turned out. I really like certain aspects of it, and I really hope that, a few of you will really like this island as well. So jumping into the map, this is the map of Lemon Drop. At the bottom is the DA if you want to join and come follow me around whilst I'm touring this island. That would be great. Now, we have two villager reps. This is my main account, and we have a little camper down there that I'll show you when we venture down that far. Now, a little disclaimer for two villagers that should not be on this island, but I have tried so hard to get rid of these two villagers and they will not leave. So we are just going to ignore what they look like and pretend that they're really cute villagers that really suit this island. Right, this one. Moving on. We have Flurry. Anyways, we have Hepex, Dobie, Eric, Kit, Kid, and Maggie, and Zell. So these are all my villagers, and their their houses are quite spread out across the map. There's not a distinctive neighborhood. I say they're more of mini neighborhoods. So let's jump in and I'll show you around. Starting off in my entryway, there are a few presents for you guys. I'm not going to open them up so you have a little bit of a surprise when you do come here, but they're as you enter the island. As we move on, this is my entryway. I'm very proud of how this turned out. It's inspired by an entryway that Lemons.Crossing did. I really like how they laid it out, and I thought that it fitted how simple I wanted this island to be, quite literally perfectly. So I really like how this turned out. We have a cute little bike storage, a nice little seat if you're waiting for somebody to turn up. But I just really like how simple it is and how nicely it turned out. So moving on down here, we're going to go to the left hand side first. So as we come around, we have this very natural, very simple walkway down to Zell's house. Unfortunately, Zell is not in, but this is his front garden. He has a lovely little farming area by here and a nice little washing area and a beachfront house. None of my beaches are decorated. I'm just not really good at doing beaches yet, so I thought I'd just minimalistically decorate them, and eventually I'll learn how to decorate beaches better. I really like how this front garden turned out. I think it looks really cute. It's very nice and simple, but it also gives the effect of being lived in, which I'm quite proud of, to be honest. So coming back up, I won't go up the incline yet because the right hand side of the village you can't access from the back. So we're gonna come around and we have this lovely little pond down here with some nice flowers, and it's very overgrown and sort of untouched, which I like the natural aspect of it. So moving through the island, we have these nice flowers, nice fences, and it takes you up to the farm. So this is the farm, nice little wheat farm, because every island should have a wheat farm. They're just so cute and they work so well. So that's my little farm. Moving up, we have an entryway into the flower field, but we won't go that way just yet. Heading right, we have a lovely little lookout point into the sort of ending part of one of the lakes on the island. This turned out really cute, especially with the building behind resident services in view. I'm really proud of this little area, it's very peaceful. Moving on down, we have the resident services, and I added this nice little white building behind just to sort of frame and make resident services look a little bit more grand and a little bit more like a mayor's office rather than a building. So in front of resident services, we have this cute little hangout spot, and all my villagers love to sit on this little dirt path by here, or right by here. And I cannot get down when I sat right by here, but they really enjoy this area. It's very simple, very open, very just cute. I just really like how this area turned out. But yeah, so moving on down, we have what I call the flower trail. It's an area for the campsite, but it is covered with yellow and white flowers and gives a very natural feel. We have the one camper tent by here for somebody who's currently staying here, and then the campsite on the other side. There's some utilities placed out ready for the campers that are due to stay. I really like how this little area turned out. I think it's just very cute. I think it's very lush, like it's just laid out really nicely. I'm quite proud of it. The yellow, the white, even the green, it just all works so well. So I say that we won a little award for how pretty this area is. So moving back up, and we're going to continue going right, we head over to a cute little bridge that's overlooking some floating islands. I think this is so pretty, and I'm really proud again of how this little area turned out. I definitely tested myself with terraforming this island, and as we move into the next part, you'll definitely see I've pushed myself in building and I guess challenged myself really. This is Al's house, and I'm quite sad actually he's not in, because I decorated his house to be a little fishing shop, a little tackle shop, you know, and it turned out so cute, and so I'm quite sad that he's not in to show you. But moving on, we hit this area that I am so proud of. It is unreal. I love how this area turned out. I have never ever built anything that turned out looking this good. So I'm super proud of this area. I love it. I love it so much. So I kept the boardwalk very simple because this is quite busy and I wanted all eyes on this mountain and not what was on the boardwalk. So I kept it quite simple. Moving on down opposite Al's house, we have this cute little walkway surrounded by trees. And yes, Isabel has shouted at me about these trees, but I'm not listening, I'm not getting rid of any of them. So moving on down, we have a cute little secluded villager neighbourhood. This is for Flurry and Kit, and I love how their houses turned out. I love the alternating colours, and I just think it looks so good. And I've never built a little neighbourhood like this before, so I'm just very proud of how it turned out. We can finally go in and see one of the villager houses. All of my villager houses are decorated, and so is my own, so when you come, hopefully different villagers are home, so you'll be able to see some more of the houses that are decorated. I definitely tried to keep in with their personalities and their original houses. This is Flurry's house. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I think it looks so cute, it's so homely. I would gladly move into this little house. I think it suits her personality, it's very cute, and yeah, I'm very happy with how this turned out. So we'll go ahead and leave. Unfortunately, Kit isn't home, and one of her houses is one of my favourite ones, to be honest, with all the baby stuff and things with the little Joey. So you can access the beach from both sides opposite their houses, and they have their cute little cars out front. But if we go ahead and head back up, as you can see, the right hand side of the island is sort of a walk-through. You can't access it from all points. So moving back through, I'm going to skip this entryway into the flower fields and come the front way round, but there is an entryway that way. So up the double inclines by here, we enter this higher level of the island. I have a nice destination signpost, which, side rant, why is this off? Why is it? Why couldn't this be in the middle? Like, why is it, no matter where I put this, it is always off-centered? Anyway, to the left-hand side, we have a nice little seating area to just relax, chill, catch up with friends. It's just really just cute and relaxed, I guess. Moving on over, we have a nice stall with some tea, some savoury bits, a nice fortune cookie cart, and somewhere then to sit and enjoy it. So if we head down this incline behind, we enter another villager area. Ooh, I'm pretty sure they're home. So this is Eric and Dobie's house, sorry. This is Eric and Dobie's. I think their little neighbourhood is so cute. Their houses just complement each other so well, and the minimalistic designs outside I think just work very well. So we'll go ahead and jump into Eric's house first. And like I said, I try to keep to their personalities. So in Eric's house we have the skiing stuff. Oops. Okay. I'm very proud of how his house turned out as well. It suits his personality so well with the skiing stuff, the wood lodgings. I think this turned out so well. I had so much fun decorating their houses, and I'm over the moon that ability came with the Happy Home Paradise set. I think it's just added so much more possibilities to the game, allowing for the outside of their houses to match your village. So moving on into Dobie's house, I'll show you the inside of his. Oh, whoopsies, he's sleeping. This is Dobie's house. A lot of the furniture is his original house furniture, but I've just added things to make it seem more lived in. and just a bit more homely, not so bare. I love how his house turned out. The dark woods, the blues, I just think it's so perfect for him, and it just looks so good, so good. I like when their houses match their personality, because as much as the outside and the front gardens you change to match your village, it's nice that when you go inside you can see the village's personalities. Up here we enter the cutest little flower field. I like how this turned out. I do think if I was to do it again, there needs to be more than one row in each section, but I still think it is so cute. It is so photogenic. I think it's just, it would suit any island as well. I think it would just work in anything, so long as you had the right colours and maybe the right style of flowers. A field like this is a great filler for an empty space, a transition area, or an area that you just do not know what you're going to do with. Moving on up, we enter the shopping district. This area probably took me the longest because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted the Avils and the shop to be together, but their exteriors don't exactly match. So I had to come up with an idea that would sort of hide it but also accentuate the buildings. This is what I went with Able Sisters. I used the archway and the storefronts to cover up the building and created a little flower shop on the left hand side. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it looks so cute and it matches the building shape so well. In between the shops, I decided to separate it with a cute little marketplace where I feel like the villagers would put on what they're selling, or maybe the shop and the tailors would. I just really like how this turned out. Moving on through, we have Nook's Cranny right by here. I love how this turned out. I love it when you put the castle around Nook's Crannies. I think it just works so well. It makes it look so nice, and the colours just suit the island so much more. So this is Nook's Cranny, and we have just a little bit of nature underneath. But yeah, I'm very happy with how these two turned out. I think it suits the island very well. I'm very proud of this area, and my building ability has definitely improved as the island went on. So carrying on to the right hand side, we start entering the museum. The museum is one of my favourite buildings. I love the museum. I just think it's so nice. It just works so well. So I decided to keep it very simple out the front and just add this cute little water fountain and some bushes around the outside. It has this nice little seating area that overlooks the lake, and it's just very nice, very simple, and it just draws all the attention to the museum building, which I personally think is a very cute building. I really like how it looks. I know there's like different opinions on whether or not the museum is a nice building, but I definitely side with the fact that it's a nice building. Behind it, this worked out so well, but behind it is the red secret beach. I added it to make it look like a dock, and that, in my mind, red brings the artwork and it comes in through the back door of the museum before being put on display. This island, this mini island, I struggled to decorate because it's so little, and I think I did quite well with merging it into the island. Normally I cover it up. I cover it up and just, unfortunately, sorry red, but I really tried to incorporate it into the island this time, and I think I did a pretty good job of that. Down to the right hand side of the museum is a cute little nook for somebody to sit and have their coffee. Possibly they bought it from the museum and they wanted someone to sit. This is a nice scenic area to have a coffee and sit down and relax. So we're coming to the end now, and this is probably the last part of the island that we need to come and see. So moving on up, we have this cute mini neighborhood by here of the two houses. I think this looks so cute and it works so well, and I like the added storefront between, makes it look like a little garage for the little cars. It just works. This is Hepex's house, I think, and we'll go in and have a look. Hepex's house has a little bit of a backstory to it, as you can see. The backstory is that Hepex runs the local library, and people from the village come and this is where they get their books. He has a passion for books and a passion for reading, and I think this house suits his personality so well, and I'm very proud of how it actually turned out. It's not too overcrowded that it's overwhelming, but it's enough that it feels full, and I'm quite happy with how that, resonated with the design. Moving on through, we have this cute little lake by here. All of my villagers really love fishing for some reason, so I thought adding this would just make my villagers happy. Continuing on, we are met with my house, and I'm so happy with how the outside of my house turned out. I think it makes it look very big, very grand, and the inside of my house is actually decorated, so we'll pop in and have a look. I wanted a very homely feel, and so I've created a studio apartment in the first room of my house. The kitchen, the living room, the bedroom, and even dining area is all put into one room. This allows for the room to be, cluttered, but also very homely, very lived in. And again, I'm very happy with how the interior of this turned out. I definitely, had to go to a few treasure islands to grab some of the furniture that I wanted to have in this house and on this island, but it was all worth it when the island comes together, and I'm very proud of how it looks. So moving on past my house, we enter Maggie's house. Maggie's house again is just super cute. It's lovely, it's on its own. I think the outside exterior is very cute, very nice. And in front of it is Kid's house. His house is kind of crammed into the corner because I ran out of room, but it's still very cute. It overlooks this nature pond to the right hand side, and to the left hand side he has a car park. I couldn't fit a garage on his garden, so instead he has a communal car park, which I don't think he'll really complain. This has been the island tour of Lemon Drop. I really hope you guys have enjoyed seeing the island, and I hope that you come and visit this island on your own and you can take as many photos as you want. I only ask that you please tag me in them so I can see them and I can see you enjoying this island. This island is far from perfect, and with each island that I complete, I think my abilities for building and designing will improve. It's a great starting point for me to fall back in love with a game that I love and just try some things, have some fun, and just see where the island takes me. I really enjoyed sharing this with you, and I cannot wait for you guys to follow me along with the next island. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment some ideas for islands because I am looking ready for my new one. and any help would, seriously, I would love any help. Please like and subscribe, and comment your DAs if you want me to come do a tour of your island, because I am looking for some inspiration for my island, but also it could help other people if other people are struggling. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon.